Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Clopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started.
Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? That was awesome. But also, guess what else?
What
I
else?
am currently working on like 4 song collaborations.
Whoa.
Which is crazy.
With people around the world
With
because of the
people
internet.
around the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Cool.
I'm very excited.
Okay, cool. And where do people find you?
Kendra Dante's whatever. Wherever, I don't know.
KendraDantesWhatever.com.
That's right.
All right.
That's
All right.
me.
Well, good luck finding her. All right, cool.
Ah, yes.
I'm excited to hear your songs. We should totally link to some of those on our thing. Make a note. We have not linked to any of your music, and all of our students, I'm sure, would love to hear that. Okay,
Awesome.
so today's definitely going to be the weirdest kids lesson that we have ever done. Maybe the weirdest lesson ever. Not just because of this hat, but oh, hi, Club. Well, yes, I know. Actually, this might be the longest lesson or the shortest lesson. I don't know how it's going to go yet. So far, I have taught it twice, and one of them took about 30 seconds, and the other one took like an hour. So somewhere between 30 seconds and an hour, we'll have this song down. Let me show you the notes. Ready? You're going to take any group of 2 black notes, like those ones, or those ones, or those ones, and you're just going to take the top note, the one that's on the right, and drag it even more to the right until you land on a white note. We're halfway done with the song right now. So that is one of the notes that you're going to play. So you find that group of 2, and then play that one. It happens to be called an E, but you don't have to know what the letter name is. Just play the one that's right next to the group of 2 black notes. You play that one, and the one right next to it, that's the end of the lesson. That's pretty much the whole entire song. So play an E and then an F, and then an E and then an F, and then an E and an F and 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 an E and an F. This is Jaws. This is like, I don't know, baby Jaws or something like that. So in order to make it like a big daddy Jaws, we got to take this E and F way, way down. So if you would please zoom out for me so that we can see all these ones down here. This is an E and an F, and this is an E and an F, and this is an E and an F. And however the low you can possibly go on your piano, I would play those. So already this thing right here sounds more Jaws-ish. Now, there are more notes on this page, so technically, if you wanted to, like if you want to follow along with the original John Williams version from the Steven Spielberg movie Jaws, if you want to play along with it, then this is actually already in the right key. You just play an E by itself, and then you'd play an E and an F. And then you'd play an E and an F and an E. And then you would start doing these in chunks. E, F, E, F. E, F, E, F, E, F, E, F, E, F, E. Kind of faster and faster until you get to about that speed. And then I've given you some other random notes. These ones, this next thing right here, this is totally bonus material. You don't have to do any of these notes. If you're playing an E and an F, you're already playing the Jaws theme. But some of the other instruments in the orchestra play an E flat and then a G and then a D flat. Let me show you what those are when we zoom back in here. The E flat's actually the very first note that we played in this whole thing. As soon as we zoom back in, there we go. So this one is the top note in a group of 2 black notes. So before we're playing E and F, here's the E flat. If you go to that one and then you skip over 2 white notes, land on this thing. This one's called a G. And so we play an E flat and a G, and then we're going to jump all the way up to this group of 2 black notes up here and play the lowest one of those. Those are the 3 notes that you need: E flat, G, D flat. And we're going to say random notes when we play that. Random notes. So that's actually in the original song. That's part of the original song. Then we would play the same random notes again, except they're not random. They're E flat and G and D flat. All right, so then we play those, and then we're going to basically just move that whole thing up to an F and an A and a E flat. So these ones right here. So that's an F right there. That's the second note that we played in the song. We were playing E and F and E and F and E and F. So play that F, and then skip over a note, and then go up to that group of 2 black notes and play that one right there. So all of those right there. And the words for that are change it up, because we're taking all of those notes up. So change it up. So our first set of 3 notes was those ones right there. Random notes. And then we played the same random notes again. And then we changed it up. And then we came back down for the words then go down. And so we'd play random notes, change it up, then go down, and then our last 4 notes of the song are going to be starting on that highest note that we played, that E flat, down to this note, the top note in a group of 3 black notes, so this one right here, and then down to the E flat, and then down 1 more note to this one happens to be called a D flat. So we're playing that note, that note, that note, that note. I don't even know if I played all of those when I was playing my version of it, because the truth is, like, man, most of the song is just those notes with a bunch of other secret information mixed in. Let me tell you about it right now.
Secret information.
And this week, in our top secret information folder about our song. Now, if you got the music lessons in a box mailed to you this week, then you already have this. But the first thing it says is that the director of this movie thought this song was a joke when he heard it. So Steven Spielberg is like, hey, John Williams, I need you to make a really great song. And John Williams is like, I got a really great song for you. And he's like, here's the song for your next movie. And Steven Spielberg, the guy who's making the movie, is like, ha ha ha, why don't you play the real song for me? And John Williams was like, hey, that is the real song. That's kind of what went down with this thing, because this is just 2 notes. You can, like, it's barely even a song, but it creates a lot of suspense, which is what the movie Jaws is all about. Suspense. It's not really about a shark attacking people. It's about people being afraid of a shark attacking them. So we need to learn about how to make suspense. That's the rest of the secret information. The second thing says that space creates anticipation. A lot of big words there. Basically what that means is most people, when they play this song on the piano, they totally mess it up because they're like, hey man, you know, I know how to play Jaws. And someone else is like, cool, play me Jaws. And then they're like, technically those are the notes, but that's not Jaws, because Jaws is scary.
Sounds like Fear Elise.
It is Fear Elise, actually, the happiest song in the world. What? You just blew my mind. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to think about that later. For right now, what was I saying? I don't know. I lost it. Oh yeah, that's right. The space creates anticipation. So zoom back out for me so I can go way down here. So we're playing these notes way down low. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a second. That's all right. So go ahead and zoom out for me as soon as you can there. So these 2 notes right here, if we just play them back and forth, that doesn't create anticipation. That doesn't create fear, right? But if we play them and then we wait a random amount of time, not 1 beat or 2 beats or 3 beats, but like 11.5 beats, and then we come back, that space in there creates the anticipation. So it's really important that when you go to play this song, don't just play E and F back and forth. That doesn't sound scary. We got to play them and then wait a random amount of time. By the way, that random amount of time is the reason we don't have a track, because you can't play along with the track when you don't know how many beats are between the notes. So you just play the notes and wait until it feels right, and you come back in. Create lots of space to create anticipation or scariness. The next thing in our top secret information folder is that random rhythms also create suspense. So that's kind of what we were just talking about right now. Like, not only the space in between them, but if you change it up. So don't always wait 11.5 seconds. Sometimes just wait 1 second, or sometimes wait 3.5 seconds, or sometimes don't wait at all. All that random rhythm stuff creates suspense. Okay, next. The last thing in our top secret information, chromaticism. This is my favorite. Chromaticism creates fear also. So check this out. The reason I say random notes, and we play like these weird notes here, is because if you play like pretty notes, like all white notes, if you play those all together, or you play all black notes together, so that's gonna create a really pretty song. But if you mix up a whole lot and play notes that are like right next to each other and stuff, then you're gonna create like this really creepy, weird sounding song. So if you would, turn off the music there and let me play you a totally random scary song that you can try at home. So I've never played this song before. It's never going to get played again in the future of all of mankind. Here's my scary song using random rhythms, chromaticisms, and space. Ready? Scary song starting Now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I played right there, but random spaces, lots of spaces, and then all the chromaticisms and stuff in there, and then lots and lots of space between the notes. That's going to create a scary song. So you can create your own scary songs right now. Just remember to use like go high, then go low, go loud, and then go soft, go quick, and then go slow, and then just mix it up and make it all random. That's going to make a really super scary song. So I guess that means, Kendra, it's time for you to tell us about the weekly activity.
This week is the treble clef spelling, and if you write the names of the notes, they all spell words. Find the words and tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for an extra 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Clopple.
Yeah, and if you got the music lessons in a box sent to you, then you already have actually that one and then a whole bunch of other ones. But that's really great for like going on to level 2 and stuff like that. So now it's time for a little bit of mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week it's from M. Dalton, who says, Dear Jamin, is correct fingering really important? 2 answers. 1, yes, it's absolutely important. You will never be a fast piano player if you don't use the correct fingering. Second answer, it doesn't matter at all. Just get the notes out. We're just playing songs. No one cares what finger you used. Man, unfortunately, I think both of those are true. So if you're just trying to play the song, just use whatever fingers you need to. On level 2, we always do this thing where we suggest a hand position for you. So I tell you what fingers you should probably be using for most of the notes, because these 3 fingers right here, these are the fastest fingers. So if you want to play really, really fast, then use these fingers. But if you only use these 3 fingers on that hand and these 3 fingers on this hand, you're only using 60% of your fingers. So every other pianist out there who's playing has 40% more fingers than you do. So probably eventually you're going to want to incorporate these fingers right here, which is usually what fingering does, is forces you to work out these 2, so eventually they become piano players too, so you have 5 fingers on each hand, which is a real advantage to people who only have 3 fingers on their hand. So if you're wanting to go really fast, then just use these. That's the easiest thing to do. Some people just use 1 finger and like poke around. Nothing wrong with that. If you're getting the notes out, it sounds like the song, who cares what fingers you're using? But if you want to build up skills so eventually you can play faster and faster and more and more and more notes, probably start working out these 2 fingers right here. But you'll probably see me when I'm going to go really, really fast, I'll probably use these fingers right here. And then if I need to play more notes, then I've also got these other 2 fingers that are available. So yes and no. But right now, let's just take a break from all this fingering stuff and find out who won the weekly raffle. So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.